Aha. That little lag there. Are you on that? Oh wait. Let me get you. Oh, I see you. There you go. You can't hear me? All right, hold up. Let me go here. Update my stream. Let me make sure I'm using the right thing for my Logitech Brio. I think you were number 5. All right, I see you there. Move you over here. I'm gonna bring mine in plus webcam, image slide, camera, and move this over this way. All right, here we go. All right. So, what do you see? All right, let me see. Hold up. Guest microphone, default blue icicle. It is coming in real light. Check, check. Is that better? Mic 2, mic 1, 100%. Okay. All right. Guest microphone. Let's see. Let me try my settings. Square. Mm-mm. Input, blue icicle. Input level. Okay, so input level is fine. This phone is. All right, is that better? Is it not coming through the phone or we ain't on here? No, it should work. Let me see. You know what? Here, I'm just gonna, I'm hit you up on Messenger. Hold up. All right, can you hear me now? Okay. So all I need to do then is go to the right scene. Okay. Maybe I should. Should we do audio through Facebook and video through there, or you want to do the whole video through there? We do the whole thing through the Facebook. I can make it work like that because I got you on my computer here and I can share my screen through that. Let me make this full screen. And I'm right there. All right, and then let me do my. If I go here and share screen, we'll share that one, and we bring up. Where is Chrome? There we go. Chrome, Robinhood. All right, all right. So we got. You can see my Robinhood thing, right? Okay. So what I'm talking about are butterflies. So if you look at a stock, let's look at let's go with GoPro because that one's the one I'm probably gonna end up doing some on. And GoPro's right now it's been beat down a little bit. It's been going down. It's sitting at 822. If I open up bar chart, which is another thing I use to look at these. What am I doing? I only type that in. E Pro. You can see over the last, well, we're at the 1 month chart. This is what GoPro's been doing this month. It was up around 1060, just dropping, dropping. And right now it's starting to hit this point here where it's going to start. I think it could go a little lower, but in 5 days, which is the time period I'm looking at next week, I think it's going to do kind of what it did this last week, where it's in the same zone. So if it does that, I'm guessing it's going to stop right around somewhere around the 830, 840. So when I look over here at the stocks, I'm trading GoPro options. I say, okay, well, it doesn't have an 840, but there's an 850. So I say, okay, 850, I'll do that. Now I'm buying calls, or the first I'm going to sell a call, selling the call, and that's just saying that if at the end of the week GoPro is over 850, I have to sell 100 shares of it to somebody. So it's vulnerable for me because it could be unlimited. If GoPro goes up to $1,000 a share, I gotta buy 100 shares of that stock and sell it to somebody at $8.50. So that's why you do this, but you want to make sure you're putting on something else so you don't lose money. Like right now, if you look over here on the side, if GoPro, since I'm getting this $45, I'm selling this. If GoPro stays below, and this is the price right here, moving left and right. If it stays below 8 850, which is the strike price, if it stays below that, I keep all that money. So this is my little profit over here. I get all this profit. If it goes past that, I'll start losing money depending on how high it gets, and I could basically lose. If you look down here where it says max loss, it's unlimited. So what you do is once you sell that thing before you close it, you want to do this all in the same trade. You buy a call, start below it first, and you see below it, then it cuts off your unlimited loss. So you can't do an unlimited loss now. Now your max loss, if you look on this side, is $33. I could lose $33, or I could win what's it, $17, depending. So that's max profit is 17, max loss is 33. Because I'm using that $45 that I'm getting, I'm putting that towards this $77 that I'm buying. So I'm not paying the full 77 for it. That's why I could lose 33. And then also I want to make sure I buy this a call again above it. And you see it looks kind of weird over here. It's got this weird shape. But when you go into your customize up here at the top, you customize it. You go custom where you're setting a unique amount for each one. Instead of buying 111, the one that says sell over here, I'm going to do 2 of those. And now when you look at it, I could lose $12 on this one. I could lose $12, or if it goes between $8.12 and $8.88. So anywhere in there, I'm making money. And you see this number up here where my thing is. The max profit I can make is 37, and that's if it goes right up to the 850 or 851. I can make around $37. So this one isn't like the perfect where you can get 10, 15 times your money, but a $12 thing could get you $38. And if you buy 10 of them, you pay 120. That could turn into 380, which is still a pretty good deal. And then depending on what the stock is, like if you look at something like let me think of a better one to do. So with $12, you will buy like 3 of the top ones and then skip one and then about 3 of the bottom ones or something like that. Yeah, you're selling this right here. I'm selling the stock for, and I'm selling 2 of them. So instead of getting, where's the step right here? I can't. Oh, here you go. Instead of getting $45, I'm really getting $90. So I'm taking $90 right here, and then I'm buying one above it and one below it. So there is some risk because I'm gonna lose the money because the $90 I have is not enough to cover what I'm buying above it and below it. Here's the thing: when you're buying stock, you have the option to buy, or when you buy an option, you're the one that has the option to execute. If you sell the option, the person you sell the option to, they have the option to execute if it's in that price range. So you understand that part about options, right? Did you know that about? Do you understand calls and puts? Okay, so let's go. Let's clear this. Okay, it's all good. I'm gonna clear it all out real quick. So these are options, right? Options basically just a contract that you can either buy or sell that gives you the right or gives somebody else the right to buy or sell stock, 100 shares of it, because they're only in 100 share packs. So everything here you got to remember is multiplied times 100. So when you look at like the actual, let me go to the, where we at? We're at $8 now. The share price right now is $8.51, right? So let's talk this through. If I have a call, so you see there's prices above $8 and there's prices below $8. This is kind of the range you go to. First thing you want to look at is your expiration date too. So these options right here, GoPro is a weekly option, and they usually close on Fridays. So these options I'm looking at right here expire on Friday. Then the following week, you can buy them further out. You can buy them a month out, all the way to February 25th. You can go a year out. Like you can go all the way down to next year January. If you want to go next year January, you can buy options that far out. They cost money now. So if you say I want to buy a $10 option on GoPro, right? Now you know right now it's $8.51. But you think within the course of the year, GoPro's gonna go over $10 and you'll be able to execute it and get that money, right? Because if I buy a call, that gives me the right to buy stock at the strike price. So if I pay $136 right now, if GoPro goes over $10 anytime before January 20th, I can execute, and the person who has the stock, they're the stockholder, they have to sell it to me at $10. So if GoPro goes up to $17 and I execute this option that I paid $136 for, they have to sell it to me at $10. So once they sell it to me at $10, and usually the if you don't have enough money in your account, Robinhood will do this for you. They'll sell it to you at $10. You get 100 shares, which is worth $1,000, right? 10 times 100 is $1,000. They sell it to you at $10. You automatically can sell it because the price right now is $17. You sell it for $17. So that means you're getting 17. You're selling it for $1,700. So your $1,000 that you paid plus the 136 you paid for the option, that's $1,136. You sell the whole thing for $17. So you make a profit of, or $1,700. So you make a profit of, I think, like $600, somewhere around there. You get that part? Was that clear? So that's the call side. You can do the same thing on the bottom side for a put if you think GoPro's gonna go down. And this is what I've been doing last week. I was buying puts on GoPro. So I went to real close. So I don't know what's gonna happen way in the future, but I could tell for the last couple months and for this last week that it was gonna go down. So I bought puts, like right now it's at 851, and I would go to put side and buy the put expiring February 4th, and I would say, okay, well shoot, I wanted the 850 put, and I would pay. I might buy 3 of these bad boys. I pay $120, and if GoPro goes down to say 750, then I get paid. That I can make money off of it because it shows you. If you look at these, it tells you what your break even is. Your break even changes. It's not straight. I wouldn't. I can't make money if it's dressed at like say $8.04 because I already paid $46 for the option. So $8.04 really won't do me any benefit. In order to break even, my break even price is right. Where's that? In this little section down here. Actually, it's over here. Breaking is $8.04. So it's got to go all the way down to $8.04 because I already paid the $46. That'll give me a break even. So anything past $8.04, you see $8.04 up here. Anything past this amount, I start making money, right? So, and generally, what the way it works, if you watch it, if I paid $46 for this and GoPro the price drops below this line right here, then this value will go up to basically what this value is right now. Because right now the price right above it is 74. If GoPro drops below here, then this will be worth basically 74, and this one will go up to 110. And if it drops again, then this one will be worth $110. So if it goes down to 750, then this one will be worth like $110. So it's easy to kind of gauge how as it starts going down where the price is going to be at. So like if you get one, two, three, four, then that option could be worth $210 if it drops down four measures here. Now options aren't that straightforward because there are some other things that go on where you get intrinsic value of the option, it goes all the way down to zero. It's almost like a hot potato, right? Because if I had the stock, if I bought 100 shares of the stock myself, yeah, it would cost me 150 bucks or $850 because the stock is 850 a share. But at the end of the week, if the stock goes down to $8 or $7 or even up to $9 or $10, I don't have to worry about it going down to zero. It can go down to zero at any point, but the chances are it won't go down to zero right away. If I buy this option and it expires February 4th, if I say, yeah, I think it's gonna go down this week, and it actually goes and it stops up, say $9 or $10, I lose all the money I put into the option because at the end of it, it's like a hot potato. It goes to zero. It's not worth nothing. So with options, you're going where with options, you're trying to find the price the stock will be at a certain time. So there's that added problem of trying to figure out, okay, I know it's going to go up. How much is it going to go up? And at what point will it be? At what period in time will it be where I think it's going to be? So you have to figure out the timing of it. You got to figure out the volume of it. How much is it going to go up or down? And then you got to figure out the direction. Of course, is it going to go up or go down, or is it going to stay the same? So if you understand those, the puts are saying, okay, I think it's going to go down. If I buy the put, if somebody has to hold the stock, somebody has to take that risk, right? Somebody has to have 100 shares of the stock. If you have 100 shares of GoPro, it's worth $850 right now. If you're afraid, if you got 100 shares of GoPro and you're scared it's going to go down, you could just sell it and get out of the market totally. Or you can say, man, I think my stock might go down. I'm going to buy a put. Instead of selling the put, I'm going to buy a put. Or actually, no. Selling, yeah. I'm going to buy a put. So if I had the stock, I say, okay, I'm going to buy this put right here. I totally confused myself. Oh, I forgot. I talk about this all the time. I got it all messed up on live stream. Great. Yeah, it is. Without having notes, my notes and my slides and everything out, it gets a little. I'm putting together a slide program that I can kind of show because I'm gonna do a class on it for YouTube. But in order to protect yourself, because people who have the stock, sometimes they get afraid. You can make money by selling options. First of all, I can sell a call against it, saying, "Hey, I'm afraid my stock's gonna go down. If I sell a call, I got $851 worth of stock. This If I sell a call expiring on February for $950, I can collect $12. So I sell this call. I collect. Oh, let me clear this other stuff out over here. I just sell a call here. I can collect $12. I got $851. I can get $12 for it at the end of the week. Now, if I do sell it for $12 and the price goes up to $10, whoever paid that $12, I gotta sell them my shares for $9.50 because it's a contract and it's binding. You can't just back out of it. Say, yo, if the price of my stock goes up to $9.50, it's at $8.50 right now. If it goes up to $9.50 by the end of the week, I have to sell it to you for $9.50. So that means if it goes up to $10 and they bought this option for $12, they get to make a profit. But it's also good for me as a person who owns a stock because I get to sell it for $950 when right now it's only worth $851. The problem is I give up that extra money because if it got up to $10, I could have had $1,000 worth of stock. Instead, I got $950 for it. 950 plus another 12, so 962. You don't have to own the stock. That's just an option because a puts in a call is just a contract to buy and sell 100 shares. So if you write the contract, you can do it without owning the shares, but you'll have to buy it. So there's a little more risk in it because you're going to have to buy those shares at whatever price they're at. If you don't have a call or a put that's giving you the right to buy it at a certain price. So if it's a $10 stock and I got a contract where I can buy it from somebody for $7.50, I can buy it for $7.50 anytime. And then I sell a contract for say $12. So I don't own any stock. I just have a spread. I can buy it for $7.50 and then I sell a contract for $12. That's a good amount of money that is possible to be made there. If it goes over $12, then I have to sell 100 shares of that stock. But I don't have 100 shares of stock, so what I'll do is I'll execute my lower option for $7.50. I'll execute it. I'll take that money, pay $750, get the stock, sell it to that person for $12, so that's $1,200. Keep the change, basically. So yeah, it's I want to think of an easier way to explain it to everybody so I can make it like real simple. Because once you start doing it, it's real simple. It's calls and puts, and then there's different versions of calls and puts. Like if I buy a $12 option, a $12 call right here, that means I could buy it at or $9 call. I could buy it at $9. I could also sell an option above it at $6 or at $10, and that basically gives me a spread. I can only lose the amount of money I put into the trade. So since I sold this one, I got $24, and then when I bought this one, I had to pay $6 out of my 24, so I'm paying $18 for it. And if the price goes above right here, 919, I started making my profit. My profit's maxed out though because I sold anything past 1050. If it goes up to 1350, I'm not gonna make that money because I already sold that option at 1050. But I can make up to $81. Huh? Right. I have to sell it. Basically, I have to sell it at $10, a $10 call. I could buy it $9 and I have to sell it at $10. And that gives me a max profit of for this $18, I can make up to $81. But because it's an option, if the time expires and it's only goes down to 850, the price goes down, I lose all that money. I lose my $18. If you look look at my portfolio here, I got a few options. I might be losing money. I think I sold everything I was making money on at the end of the week. I've got a 3 option play for Apple. Basically, the one we were just talking about. You see how so far over this weekend, it's been all in the same little zone 170, 170, 170. I think I put on this one, I did 3 of those contracts. So instead of buying 2 or selling 2, I sold 6. Paid $325. So I pulled in $325 for that, for those 6 shares. I bought 3 below it. So that's $600 right there. I bought 3 above it. So my difference, I can't remember what it ended up being like $105 I paid for the whole kit and caboodle. But that was at 170, 167, and 172. So if the stock comes in right at 170 at the end of the what's call it, I'll get my max profit. If it goes below 172.5, which actually it's even a little tighter than that, it'll be like maybe 173 because the money I put into it. So if it goes below 173 or above 173, no, it'll be on the other side. If it goes above 171 or say below 180, 168, I'll lose everything, right? So it is it's a tight call. It's a tight little pocket there. I've been successful with these on GoPro because it kind of was going straight for a while. Pepsi had a nice little drop too. What is this? Oh, this is today. Look at the week. Yeah, Pepsi's been a little jagged. Pepsi used to be a lot more straight than this. It's been jagged this last week. Yeah. And it was real clear, like everything was going straight down. I was reading it, like watching them. Oh yeah, reading all the charts, doing all the technical analysis. Everything was going down. Peloton was like $30, and I was like, it's going down because they stopped making them because they weren't selling them. And I'm like, how are they staying at $30? I know it's gonna go down, and it was going up, going up, going up. But I held on to. I bought like a $23 put, and they just started dropping. And then they dropped below where I needed them to be. I started collecting, and I got out at the right time because it looks like it's going back up for a little bit. Look at that. But at some point, people are gonna have to stop buying all these stocks that don't earn anything, that don't have good earnings. Because if it's not making no money, it's not a good stock. So we will see what's happening. There's a lot of people buying. Like if you look at Apple, you gotta go over to the what's called for this. But if you look at like Apple and you look at their price overview, and this is more fundamentals, not so much the technical aspect. Technical is when you're looking at the charts. Fundamentals is when you're looking at the numbers. Their price to earnings right now is 26. Their price versus the earnings. So the earnings per share in the trailing 12 months divided by the price. The price is like 160, 170 is like 26. So that's not bad. But then you look at something like Tesla, and technically it should be somewhere around 12 to 15, but because it's Apple and we know it's going to be good, we don't worry about it. Tesla, their price to earnings is $169 or 169 times. So the earnings they get per share, you have to multiply that by 169 to get to the price of their stock, which is ridiculous. That's extremely high. But everybody loves, Elon Musk, and people got money in it and they believe in it. So as long as the people are going against it, I just let it do what it does until it gets to a point where it's reasonable. Then I might jump in. But anything that high, I don't want to go that high above for the earnings per share, price to earnings per share ratio. But you look at something like GoPro, it's only 12. That's where it's supposed to be. Fubo, Fubo. This is one of those stocks that should go down to really about 5. I'm about to buy. I think I'm about some more puts against this one, even though it's starting to try and even out. It has no earnings. For the past 12 months, they have not made money. The earnings per share is negative. So basically, every share they're losing money. So to me, stocks like this technically should just go down. I want to buy puts against it and just let it build my bank account. That's basically what I've been doing. Fubo, I made a lot of money on. I was watching a guy on YouTube. He was talking about buying leaps against Fubo so that he can make money just over the course of the year. The price is going to go up slowly, and the value of my leap would increase. And leaps is just an option that expires a year out. So he did that, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do that too. And I bought it, and it just started losing money. It was at like $17, and I bought it for I bought a $14 option on it, $14 call, so I could buy it at 14. So if it kept going up, I could still buy it at 14. But that crap just kept going down. And once I realized it was going down, I sold my shares, I sold my options, and just started buying puts against it. And since then, they've been paying me pretty good. Hmm? Like, you know what? You would say that, but even though nobody's making money on it, you look at this chart. A couple days it went up. Like that's why I closed it out like on Friday because the 5 day. Let me go back. Which one was Friday? I think it's got the date on here. I think this is Friday because this will be Saturday. Like it started out good, it had a big old drop, went down, but people want to buy into it because they think, okay, is this a good time to buy? Is this time to buy the dip? And they'll buy it and they'll drive the price up. And I'm like, man, they still ain't making no money. The stock market's still going down, and people are trying to buy Fubo that has no earnings. Like that don't make no sense. Like go buy Apple, go buy something that's going to make earnings and shoot. Apple's about to have another show in March. This is what people should be buying. Buy something that's going to have a show. So I don't know. I just oh wow, I keep